Is Dak Prescott better off somewhere other than Dallas? The other side of that is, of course, is Dallas better off with Dak Prescott being somewhere else? You can answer both, actually. Answer both. You can answer it from the Dak Prescott perspective and just think it through. Gosh, would he be, at this point in his life, in his career, would he be better off somewhere other than Dallas? Then you could say, take a look at the trajectory, not much to it, but the trajectory of the Dallas Cowboys and say, would they be better off if Dak Prescott were elsewhere? And I don't know what percentage of people would say yes. There would be a fairly sizable number of people that would say, yeah, Dallas would be better off. Okay, my answer. I'll go first. My answer to both. My response is, yes, he's probably better off elsewhere. I don't want to do this, but I have to do this because, to be intellectually honest, this is not great talk show material in terms of hot takes, but to be intellectually honest, there's another part to this. Yes, he's better off elsewhere, but that depends on what he wants. I don't know that answer. To his credit, we don't know that answer. I think we're about to find out, but it does depend on what he wants. Hear me out. He's not going to be in the Hall of Fame as it stands now. We could even argue if he goes somewhere else or has a heck of a run, whatever it is, whatever 4 or 5 years are left that the guy wants to play and will play, whether he's ultimately going to be a Hall of Famer, I'm going to say no. Certainly not as we stand here today as the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys going on several years. No, he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame. Does he have to leave Dallas to have that chance? Yes. Does he have to leave Dallas to have a chance at winning a championship? Yes. Does he have to leave Dallas to be ridiculously rich? No. Does he have to leave Dallas to be among the 5 highest paid players in the game as of now? Because that bar is going to change probably in less than a year. But as of today or tomorrow, the next week or so, does he have to leave Dallas to be among the highest paid players in the game? Probably not. He's rich. Money is not an object. Shouldn't be. You should only have to make $45 million once. Does he have to leave Dallas to make close to $60 million a year? That's where the bar is these days. And the answer is probably not, but it'll be close. Could he get 60 in Dallas? Yes. Could he get 60 elsewhere? Yes. I mean, the bar is going to be high no matter what. So if it's about money, then he could stay in Dallas. He's better off as a player. The legacy and the career, he's better off as a player, I'll argue, somewhere else. He can find a better team than Dallas. Think about this. He might be playing for Bill Belichick next year. Heck, he might be playing for Bill Belichick in December. Maybe sooner than that. I don't know. I'm not sure that's what he wants. I wouldn't blame him for that. Remember, you got to come at this from a few different ways. For his football legacy, Dak Prescott would be better off elsewhere. His options, and we don't know, but I mean, there's not many options left, to be honest, because most teams do what the owner of the Cowboys doesn't do, and that is they sign their quarterback. Even when it's a mistake, they sign their quarterback. So there's not that many jobs that could be available to him. But if you're just thinking in terms of his legacy, and if you were him or you were his agent and you thought, I could do better elsewhere, I mean, there's a good argument to be made. The guy's got to be fed up. He's got to be fed up with the circus in Dallas. He's got to be fed up with what's around him now. He's got to be fed up with having to bail his owner out all the time. I mean, no one would blame the guy if he doesn't like the work-life balance. Then again, he might love it. To his credit, the dude doesn't say a heck of a lot, and I like that. But his options could include Los Angeles, that would be the Rams, Seattle, Las Vegas for sure, probably possibly New Orleans, and quite possibly as weird as this sounds, as weird as things are going to get, and a lot depends on the next couple of months, quite possibly the New York Jets. Yeah. He's got a better chance to win at those places starting next year than he does in Dallas. He's got a better chance to win a championship at those places than he does in Dallas. He's got a better chance of getting to the Hall of Fame at those places than he does in Dallas. So the football player part of Dak Prescott is better off elsewhere. Does he have a better chance to create a legacy elsewhere as a player? Yeah, I think so. I do. I think he can stretch that legacy. I think he can make more of the legacy. Right now, the best thing he's got is, he's runner-up in the MVP. But here's the depends part of all this. This you don't know, and I don't know that I would fault anybody for this. It just depends on, is it about the money? Is it about the money and security? Because if it's not about the legacy and the championships and he wants security, I know this is going to sound silly given the fact that the guy's been making $40 million for a few years now. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but if you're looking at, if you're looking at being done at 35, done at 35, and it's about security, and it's about your commute. It's about your kid's soccer practice in North Dallas. It's about, I don't know, the school district, right? Whatever it is. A lot of parents can relate. If it's about security, and if he wants that, his agent is going to say, if he hasn't already, but he's going to say, old man, give my client $55 million per year right now before the very first game of this season, and my client will sign it. My client's family likes the neighborhood. He wants his kid playing club soccer in North Dallas. The commute he's got down. Whatever else. He likes the block parties. I just keep going on stuff that define your suburban life. And if he likes all that stuff, then he's going to tell his owner, give me the deal. I'll sign it for 56. I won't be the highest paid player in the game. I'll check my ego to an extent, but security matters to myself and the kids, so let's just do this deal now. That's what he would do. In fact, I think you're going to know what matters to him. If he leaves, it's going to be about the player, him. If he leaves, it's about his legacy as a player. If he leaves, it could be about championships. If he stays, it's about money and security, or security and money. There. And if it's security and money, then you just sign the deal now. Whatever's on the table, who even knows at this point with Jerry Jones. But I think that's the track. That would be the track of any one of you. If you had that option, you'd be thinking the same stuff. I don't know how fed up he is. It appeared a couple of days ago that he was starting to get frustrated. And that is, my owner and my boss is a nut job. My owner and my boss is a bad manager. My owner and my boss is a goofball. So it may be wearing on him. You don't want him playing like that. It's not a good setup. You already have the coach who's dead man walking. That's not a good setup. But just speaking strictly from Dak Prescott's perspective, is he better off elsewhere? And or is Dallas better off with him elsewhere?